Good afternoon, RollerCon party people and nerds of every ilk. Do we have some D&D players in the crowd? Oh, and the officials as well. Nice. All right. Fantastic. So, for those of you not in the know, this is the Critical Role versus Dimension 20, which are two actual play D&D games. That's Dungeons and Dragons. And it's not just Dungeons and Dragons, but other tabletop role-playing games as well. So we're going to have a fun and nerdy time today. I am Trouble Entendre, and I'm here in the booth with
Screaminator. Question. And I'm Bacon the question. And I'll go ahead and announce for your critical role. 011 River Strong, 123 Onyx, 1834 The Spanish in Collision, number 20 In a Pickle, 252 Bam Bam, 30 Mary Chaos, 318 Dodina, 37 Waffle House Wendy, 383 Flow Blocker, 412 Reign O Terror, 52 Mago, 64 Rock'em Sock'em, 721 Elamon, 81 Slaydine, 811 Walt Hitman, 824 Pete in the Pool, 84 E-Ball, 91 Chelsea Dagger, 933 Gorgon.
All right, thank you, Tree. That is our Critical Role team skating in blue today. And in white, we've got Dimension 20. Got 0210, Baby Slice, 04219, Carmina Piranha, 0734, Higgs Bosom, 1251, Scorn Trooper, 17, Sugar and Feist, 21, Cookie, 214, Lamsa Stark, 125, Titan Young, 037 Ukulele, 307 Rodeo, 319 Frayed Sanity, 357 Felony Fat Bottom, 377 Rita Slayworth, 4 Kira Duncan, 502 Cha, 564 Flamingo, 585 Daisy Dukes, 71 Nuclear Brawlout, 79 Killam Ripley, and 78 Vixen Stones. And we're off.
And I have one question for everyone. How do you want to do this?
Well, one way that our Dimension 20 is, they're going to get a lead jammer right out of the box. That is number 319 in white. Approaching now on the first scoring pass.
And we got 933 in blue.
Sliding on through, 4 in the sky there.
Skating with the symbol of the Everlight, we have Chelsea Dagger and 91.
Nice. RollerCon PSA. Please do not stand on the chairs or sit on the back of the rail of the bleachers. Safety first. Ukulele jamming there for Dimension 20, but out first for lead jammer, that's 9-1 in blue.
She has the power of the Everlight with her.
That's Chelsea Dagger in blue. She got recycled back momentarily out of there.
Lily said no thank you and passed that star to Rodeo. Calling off the jam.
All right, teams are playing it safe here. Makes sense. I find that D&D players are usually either strategic and well thought out, asking many, many questions, perhaps about a chair in the middle of the room.
Chair's always in question.
Always
many questions. And doors. They can never get through doors.
Please make sure before this next jam that you check for traps. That's number 84 in blue for Critical Role and 17 jamming in white for Dimension 20. These jammers are quick out of them. We have Critical Role in the lead.
The forearm penalty for the Dimension 20 pivot headed to the box for 30 seconds.
Another penalty. Let's see who's called on. We have 2 pivots in the box. 318 for Critical Role is going in. Right now, the jammers are making their way around the track. Calling it off with both pivots in the box.
High scoring jam there for Critical Role, resulting in a lead change. That's E-Ball in blue. Nice job. Also, if you need a wing person or a walk back to your room, call SkateSafe at 702-530-877 or access from the RollerCon app.
With Mary Chaos coming to the line for Critical Role. And Rita Slayworth jamming for Dimension 20.
Rita Slayworth being briefly knocked out there.
Mary Chaos takes the lead.
Rita Slayworth sliding in backwards and around for 4 in white, but snakes on by. That was, I think, a dirty 20 to get through that other that pack that time. Excellent. What do you guys think there would be? What kind of modifiers do you think a roller derby player would have?
You gotta depend. Are we looking for like a strength modifier, wisdom, charisma?
Sneakiness.
Number 30 in blue, flashing the announcer of her natural 20s. Thanks for that.
Most beautiful set of natural 20s I've seen today. Jamming for Critical Role is 933 Gorgon.
Gorgon thought they had lead, but in fact got a penalty on that initial trip. Lead is still open. Baby Slice making their way through the pack, trying to pick up that lead jammer status.
Critical Role team getting some help from their friends.
There we go. Fought hard for that lead. Both walls are rearranging themselves to prepare for the jammer to come back around.
In turn number 1, Dimension 20's jammer, they're recycled back, reapproaching the pack.
Making that jammer re-roll their initiative.
Gorgon does pick up 4 points. That is my.
All right, a safety and RollerCon PSA here. Black and blue is off skate, so if you are attending the black and blue ball this evening, please do not bring your skates.
On the line for Critical Role is 9-1 Chelsea Dagger.
And Ukulele at the line for Dimension 20.
Flipping right through the pack.
But Ukulele is right on their tail.
Speeding up the pack.
Nice, Chelsea Dagger calling it off there. Maintaining that lead that Critical Role has. RollerCon PSA one more time. Please don't bring skate bags to C1 seating. That's here. This ring here. Please don't stow them, but please do stow your bags behind the bleachers or in the get ready area. Don't bring your bags.
Rita Slayworth back at the line for Dimension 20 and E-Ball jamming for Critical Role. Critical Role pops. E-Ball pops right out at the front.
I think E-Ball's got like a +7 to initiative. Even the last jam, they were out quick.
Or they were in their Boots of Valor, getting that addition to their initiative. It looks like we have a panty pass.
Fast feet there out of the pack, and then hearing the calls of his party mates, calling off the jam.
On the line for a Critical Role is Mary Chaos.
And 30 in blue. Sorry, we do not have your name.
That is Mary
Chaos.
Oh, Mary Chaos, JK.
Gordon Troopers at the line for Dimension 20. Both walls holding back those jammers. Tight push all the way through.
In lead, we have Mary Chaos with Critical Role. Making their way around the pack.
Making their way. All right, star pass there.
Star covering to Vixen Stone.
Nice jam. I think these skaters been skating hard. You think maybe it's time for a short rest?
Yeah.
Get some more hit points back.
Get their hit points and some spell slots.
All right, RollerCon PSA, please, no glass of any RollerCon areas. Our EMTs already have their hands full. Thank you, EMTs.
Gorgon jamming again for Critical Role against Baby Slice for D20.
933 Gorgon for Critical Role.
Rolling the dice on the outside. Critical Role collecting 4 points on that pass.
Looks like a tavern brawl there on the track right now.
Beautiful little apex jump there for Critical Role. 4 more points. Power Jam, the pack is speeding up. We've got Dimension 20's Jammer in the box, and the jam is called. Get your RollerCon souvenirs while we still have some. We aim to sell out fast like every year.
On the line for Critical Role is E-Ball.
White Jammer starting in the box. Power start for Critical Role.
Looks like E-Ball is going for what we call a pickle ride.
Dimension 20 blocker 357 recycling critical rolls jammer way back.
Rodeo says yes, 3, please. I will take that helmet cover. And away they go.
Gotta pass the star and see you at Brassard's.
Calling off the jam.
Now I'm wondering, critical role has roll in their name. Like it gives them the confidence.
It does give them confidence. Dimension 20 has 20 in their name, so they've got the higher.
Obviously. Now, there may still be tickets for Saturday's benefit bout. Please get tickets to benefit Planned Parenthood, obviously.
Carmina Piranha jamming for the first time. Pops right out and gets lead.
That first turn taking people to the ground. Someone throw some bearings on the track?
Sounds like something Bo would do.
Where's Beauregard Lionette? Steel bearings. They come in handy.
They do.
Back at full power. Both jammers on the track. Rita Slayworth again against Kelsey Dagger. What are we going to do?
Fierce fight there. Trying to get through, knocked to the back. Number 70.
Both packs holding strong.
Got some tanks there for both of our team's blockers, just taking the hits. Oh. Like we have a power jam for Dimension 20. See what we can do to narrow this gap in points.
Rita Slayworth breaks through, and you can see all the blockers trying to decide what to do. Dimension 20 says equip character offense. Here we go.
All right, it might be a fastball special. Set him up, knock him down.
I think they were going to call that one Fluffer Nutter.
Fluffer Nutter.
Fluffer Nutter.
That's critical role, but it's fine. All right, did you know that you can donate the change from your RollerCon souvenir purchases to Planned Parenthood? We're collecting at the register. Give money, it's a good cause, and we need it.
Dimension 20 has my former teammate, Vixen Stones, jamming from the start. Power jam.
No pack.
Vixen takes lead.
Nice. Both jammers recycled back. I think those jammers are holding their action. What are they waiting for?
They are waiting for a special initiative to do their action.
All right, calling off the jam. No attacks of opportunity here.
Blue blocker went to a box for a low block, but I missed what blocker that was. 357, I think. Felony fat bottom.
All right, cats and kittens on this Catterday. Remember, no skates and drinks. No skates and drinks. No skates and drinks.
Do you consider,
See you in the stars.
do you consider what we're doing bardic inspiration?
Yes. Or sometimes it's vicious mockery.
I'm gonna think Vicious Mockery is more our style.
Ukulele snuck right by that pack at the end.
Number 7, critical rolls, pivot, headed to the box.
For direction call from the head ref.
Follow hashtag RollerCon raffle to see who won. You can also check the whiteboard located in the front of the venue area. Your merch. Check at RollerCon stories to see the awesome prizes and find out if you won.
Great sanity at the line for Dimension 20. I think that's the first time we've seen them jamming in this game. Gorgon back for critical roll.
Somebody cast pass without a trace because, man.
Waffle House Wendy heading to the box for direction. Gorgon calls out that jam and denies Frayed Sanity any point.
A little less than 10 minutes left in this challenge bout. We've got 24-65 critical roll. But with that amount of time left, it still could be any one game. We just need some critical hits. Critical jams? What would you call them?
Critical thinking.
Oh man, do we need some critical thinking?
I definitely failed on my wisdom check.
Kira Duncan jamming for Dimension 20. Takes lead jammer status against Mayor Chaos. These two have faced off as jammer and blocker in several jams in this game.
Oh man.
Jammer on jammer action at turn 3. I'm here for it.
I do enjoy the role play aspects of watching both Critical Role and Dimension 20, and I ship those two jammers. All right, take a look. Search term sober in the app to find sober homies at the sober meetups.
With refs that see everything, would you consider them a beholder?
Yes, or a mind flare.
Making their way around the track. Critical
Making their
Rolls
way.
jammer making the way.
Make the way.
Critical Rolls jammers coming back into the pack.
Get it one day. All right, somebody put on their disguise kit or cast disguise self because we got a star pass.
Yep, that's Nuclear Brawl out now, jamming for Dimension 20.
With those moves, I want to say that it was a polymorph spell.
Wonderful. All right. Okay, so 187 killer pads from new recruits to world champs. 187 killer pads leads the pack.
That critical roll jammer called it off. Jamref had a few thoughts and said no, 0 points. I thought there were going to be points at the end, but no.
Hopefully we're not taking any fall damage. Skaters hit the deck.
If the skaters regen, they only take half that damage.
Mention 20, number 25.
Height and Young with lead jammer status. I'd like to see the stats from this game. Helmet cover pass again to number 1834. The Spanish in collision. That's a great name.
Wonderful. All right. So if you're immature, you're really going to enjoy the score. So check that out. Nice.
Giggity.
Rydell Skates family from warm up to final whistle. Trust Rydell to roll you through.
Fall damage assessed. With the lead, Dimension 20.
That's Carmina Piranha again. 2 jams in a row. Lead jammer is from Dimension 20. Falls off the jam and keeps critical roll to 0 points.
Get properly fitted for your next pair of skates at Rydell Skates booth. I think they called off the jam so that score would stay the same for critical roll. I mean, it's offensively a good move.
They're in a pretty good position right now.
Oh, it's a great position.
Mary Chaos says, no way. We need to change that score right now. First scoring first scoring trip brings the score to 73-32. The fun is now over.
Right, giving him the fluffer nutter on the outside, calling it off after collecting a few more points. Get properly fitted for your next pair of skates at the Rydell Skate booth because everyone loves a shopping episode. What are the outfits going to look like?
Except for Travis.
But the fan art,
We do love the fan art from shopping.
I want to see 8 abs.
Chelsea Dagger and Kira Duncan are rolling for initiative at the jammer line. Kira Duncan comes through with a nat 20.
Oh, yeah, pass that dexterity check for sure. Now, I personally believe D&D is for everyone, and the actual play shows like this help everyone, just like our next sponsor, Impala Skates. Impala is for everyone. Jockeying for place on the line there.
Looks like we have another Tavern Brawl falling out. Lots of recycling and through the pack. They are both making their way around.
Making their way. Nice. Dimension 20 calling off that jam, closing that gap near the end of the bout.
A little bit under 2 minutes left in today's game.
Now, let me tell you about High Heels on Wheels, the musical. It's the lesbian roller derby birth control smuggling musical. What could that possibly mean? I cannot wait to find out.
I do know that Jester would probably love it.
Oh man, Tusk Love.
I've started to listen to that. It's pretty good.
Sounds amazing.
All right, feeling the love is Dimension 20. That's
Trade Sanity.
duking out the pair of blockers. Getting hung up in the center of the pack before turn 3. Critical roll, thinking to impart a critical hit. Oh. That was double dice for sure.
Last gem of the game, we have Rita Slayworth and Mary Chaos coming to the line. Full house of blockers.
Mary Chaos would definitely be on the Chaos crew. Let's see who gets the top initiative and gets out of the pack first.
And it's Mary Chaos.
Strength check there in the first turn. Not yet successful. But 4 in the sky for critical roll.
Sugar and Feist emerges from the pack, holding that cover in hand. Rita Slayworth joining the other blockers on the track, trying to stop Mary Chaos. Can they? Rita gives her one last love tap at the end.
All right. Thank you so much for coming out to watch this very nerdy challenge bout. Our unofficial score, 44-95, critical roll. Very nice. Okay, Dimension 20s. I'll see you at Bursars. All right, we've been the bad kids. No, just kidding. Treble Entendre.
Taking the question.
Terminator.
I hope you have a lovely rest of your day here at RollerCon.
And remember, kids, stay hydrated.